Welcome to the FB podcast, where we breathe in the football atmosphere and immerse ourselves in the most in-depth analysis. Get ready, because this FIFA Club World Cup 2025 schedule is not a tournament. It is a war, a fierce storm that will sweep the summer of 2025. If you think you have seen enough football madness, you are very wrong. This tournament will redefine the concept of harshness and draw. Dear brothers, from June 15 to the early morning of July 14, 2025, the whole world will hold its breath to watch the FIFA Club World Cup 2025, the #1 tournament of the summer, where 32 top clubs from all continents will converge in the US to compete for the throne. This is not just a tournament, it is a football festival with an incredibly dense competition schedule with almost no break for you if you want to watch every single match. Right from the first round of the group stage, taking place from the morning of June 15th to the morning of June 19th, we saw an even distribution for all 8 groups. Kicking off the action is an incredible affair. Africa's Al Ahly will face Inter Miami at 7 a.m. on Sunday, June 15th at Inter Miami's home stadium, Hard Rock Stadium. This, my friends, is where Lionel Messi will make his first appearance in a Club World Cup. Imagine the greatest superstar of all time playing for Inter Miami against a powerhouse of African football in the opening match. Can Messi make an immediate difference? Personally, I believe that with him at the helm, Inter Miami will have an emotional start, even though they will face a tough opponent. On the same day at 11 p.m, Bayern Munich will face Auckland City at TQL Stadium. This is probably more of an introductory match for the Bundesliga champions, a chance for them to warm up gently before taking on bigger challenges. But don't underestimate Auckland. Despite being the weakest representative of Oceania, they always have a brave fighting spirit. Early Monday morning at 2 a.m. on June 16th, Paris Saint-Germain will face Atletico Madrid at the Rose Bowl, Pasadena, one of the largest stadiums in the United States. This is a rare European clash in the group stage, gathering a series of stars from Mbappe to Griezmann, and I bet this is the opening match of a group considered to be the death. Just 3 hours later at 5 a.m, Palmeiras will face Porto at MetLife Stadium, the venue for the final in July. Brazil's technical style against Portugal's tactical foundation. This match promises to be a thrilling balance that experts have highly appreciated. In the early morning of June 17th, our Chelsea will play against LAFC at SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles. This is one of the most anticipated matches because of the media coverage and star quality. Can Chelsea assert their position as European champions against a rising American team? I think this will be a big challenge for the Blues, and they need to enter the match with full concentration. Then at 11 p.m. on June 17th, Fluminense will host Dortmund at Geodis Park, Nashville, with the technical squad of Brazilian players meeting the youth and speed of the German representative. This is definitely the most unpredictable match of the first round. Personally, I'm very curious about this confrontation. It could bring big surprises. On the night of June 18th at 11 p.m, Man City will play against Wydad AC, and at the same time, Real Madrid will face Al Hilal. With both European giants playing just a few hours apart, the night of June 18th is sure to be a busy one for fans. Real Madrid versus Al Hilal is a rematch of the 2022 Club World Cup final and promises to be an exciting one. Moving on to the second round of matches, which will take place from the night of June 19th to the morning of June 23rd. Inter Miami will continue their journey in Group A with a match against Porto at 2 a.m. on June 20th, most likely at Hard Rock Stadium. After an emotional home game against Al Ahly, Messi and his teammates will face a tactical challenge from the Portuguese side. This will be a real test for Inter Miami's ambition. On June 21st at 1 a.m, Chelsea will take on Flamengo at SoFi Stadium. This is a much anticipated clash between the European champions and a South American contender. This match could decide the top spot in the group, and I predict it will be an attacking feast. In the third round, taking place from the morning of June 24th to the morning of June 27th, the matches that decide the ticket to the next round will take place at 8 a.m. on June 24th. Porto will face Al Ahly, and more specifically, Inter Miami will face Palmeiras. Inter Miami's match will most likely return to their home stadium, Hard Rock Garden. This will be a key match for Messi and his teammates when they face the strongest representative of South America. Inter Miami's ability to continue will depend on each goal, and I believe Messi will once again shoulder the responsibility to bring his team further. In the early morning of June 25th at 2 a.m, Benfica and Bayern Munich will face each other, expected to be the most exciting match in Group C. With both teams having good form in the first 2 rounds, this could be the match that decides the top spot or even an early final of the group. I am looking forward to seeing how the Bavarians will perform against a tough Benfica. At 2 a.m. on June 27, Juventus will face Man City and Wydad AC will face Al Ain. This is a primetime European fixture that promises to attract a large global audience, especially the Juventus-Man City match. Can the old lady surprise Pep Guardiola's destruction machine? Personally, I predict that Man City will have a bit of trouble, but will still win with the brilliance of the stars. After a tense group stage, the knockout phase of the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup will officially begin from the night of June 28 to the early morning of July 14th. The round of 16 will begin with 4 consecutive days of matches taking place at the familiar time slots of 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. the following morning. This is the stage where the second place teams and the teams with the best records will face each other to win tickets to the quarterfinal. The tension will gradually increase and every mistake can be paid for by an early exit from the tournament. The quarterfinals will take place on July 5 and 6 at the largest venues in the US such as MetLife Stadium, Mercedes-Benz in Atlanta, and Rose Bowl in Pasadena. In places with the capacity and infrastructure suitable for top matches gathering Real Madrid, Man City, or Bayern Munich. The 2 semifinals will take place at 2 a.m. on July 9th and 10, the prime time for Asian football fans, promising dramatic score chases until the last minute. And finally, the final will be decided at 2 a.m. on July 14th at MetLife Stadium, New Jersey, the stadium that once hosted the Copa America final and is one of the largest stages in the US with a capacity of over 82,000 people. This will certainly be a historic night where a new champion of the club world will be named. In short, the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup is not just a football tournament, it is a real sports marathon, a great challenge for both players and fans. With a tight schedule, classic confrontations right from the group stage, and the most modern stadiums, this promises to be an unforgettable summer for football lovers. European giants such as Real Madrid, Man City, Bayern Munich are certainly the top candidates for the championship. But don't forget the forces from South America such as Palmeiras, Flamengo, or even an exciting Inter Miami with Messi. Personally, I predict that at least one South American representative will create a big surprise and the final will be an exciting cross-continental confrontation. So what about you? Which team do you think will be the first to lift the trophy of this expanded FIFA Club World Cup? Where will your favorite team go in this thorny journey? Leave a comment below sharing your thoughts on this match schedule. If you find this video interesting and excited about the FIFA Club World Cup 2025, don't forget to like and especially subscribe to the FB podcast channel so you don't miss any in-depth analysis of football in the future. See you in the next podcast episodes.